Yo, Tisha is looking like a snack, and it seems like the men can't even control their eyes. Not even in front of her husband, honey. Y'all, but we're going to get into all of it, you guys. It's Mary.
And Alma.
Leave a chance to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below, you all. Because today we are reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville, the latest episode, you guys.
Yes.
And we just want to go ahead and talk about the two main events of the episode, which I do believe it was Kimmy, and then also it was about Stormy. Yeah. I feel like the whole thing with Stormy, it was...
Well, let's start with when they met. They all met together to look at the building where they were going to have this Black Expo event.
Mel had decided not to come.
Yeah, which I am not expecting her to come.
Which I'm glad
who wants
she didn't.
To be there with broke Martell trying to lie on me and get custody because he wants to sit there, cross his legs, and get child support.
And then you want to sit down there and talk about how, I should be able to put the personal aside and do business. I ain't got to do business with you. I got several thriving businesses outside of you. You still need me, though.
Yeah, but you know what? That's what she used to do when she was married to him.
But you're divorced and she's dating somebody else.
Regardless, and still go out there and portray, a united front and stuff like that. She ain't married to you no more. And
you ain't catch your clue yet?
Healing from
your trauma.
Exactly.
That you
so she's not doing that no more. Okay, this is a different Mel. She keeps on trying to tell y'all, this is a different melody. All right? So you all need to stop. And
they have to get on board. Like, y'all talking about her, this girl not even here. That's why she don't mess with you people.
Well, I like the fact that because they were someone was trying to make a comment about Mel or something, and Tisha was like, I didn't say that. And also, I understand. I understand where she's coming from. I like the fact that Tisha said that because you know how that can turn. Well, Tisha was saying. And they already have problems in the past. So we don't want any of that stuff, anybody fanning those flames anymore. I'm happy that at least now they're at least talking, being cordial with each other. But so they have decided to have Stormy and her husband, I guess, come in. Yes, who was trying to say, they took Mel's place? And Tisha was like, no, I didn't say that.
They were trying to say Kimmy did.
No, that Stormy and the husband took Mel's place.
Yeah, like they were.
And she was like, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
But yes, Tisha was looking real snatched.
Very snatched. I was like, damn, Tisha.
Girl has been working out, has her jean outfit. Usually I don't like the whole jean.
Yeah, because I just think it was so hot. But it was looking very good on her.
She was looking good. Tisha is leveling up.
She keeps her body together. Ooh. That's what I admire about her.
And Marceau was there trying to hold her and grab her bottom. I was like, what is Marceau doing? And then I realized that it's because the men were looking at her.
Yeah. Listen, Tisha better be very careful because that man might be trying to get her pregnant next.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Because he's like, she's getting too much ahead of herself. I need to have her at home, barefoot and pregnant, so I can go do me.
I can go be the provider again and have her suffering. She
While
said no.
I go cheat.
Allegedly. Well, we hope not.
Yeah, we really do hope not. But after that whole African trip, I don't trust Marceau.
Yeah, but me personally, I thought that whole thing about Maurice, like more so, I think coming out and it's like, you need to come and pay $100. She had already told them that it's not mandatory. You either do $100 or you do sponsorship. Yeah. You want to come during the event. Why did you need $100 to go do something? Because I just thought it was ghetto. And then even, Stormy came out on her Instagram and she was like, the funny thing is, I wasn't even selling anything. I was gifting everybody services.
Okay. But then why did you take up the whole corner, Stormy, too? That really was a little ghetto, too, the way she took up so much space.
I
felt like you could have taken up half of that space or even a third of that space. That was way too much. It's supposed to be 25 people. And then the other thing, Stormy, too, just from one business owner to another. Like, if you saw that, with the email that they sent to you, they did not put the dimension of the booth up for the vendors, right? That's something you could have hollered at Tisha and say, something, maybe this is something you have not done in terms of, inviting vendors.
Yeah.
but usually they do the dimensions. That way you make sure that there's space for everybody. You could have done that and you failed to do that just from one businesswoman to the other. So that just right there looked ratchet. And then you were the first one there to take up all that space. That was ratchet. And I see that's why Marcel was like, okay, you take up all this space. Where's my $100? But
yeah, actually, it's like you took up space for two people, really.
But the $100 it could have been a donation. So Marcel, why you stay trying to go to women to create some problem? I have an issue with that. I got a problem with that. You're always picking fights with the women, and then you want to try to get Tisha
and wrapped up in the foolishness.
And I was happy when Tisha was like, "Oh, I'm not gonna go tell her. I'm not telling her." So he went by himself, but then he still called her over though.
I know.
I would not have gone over. Tisha, you better watch Marcel. I would not have gone over. I would say, pretend as though I did not even hear what he was saying.
Hello.
I mean,
yeah.
It, like, why you come to ask me for some $100? It's supposed to be a donation. Like, if I wanted to give it, I can.
Yeah.
And this is the group that you think that when donations or sponsorships are given, y'all gonna come together and do a business that somebody wants to do a business. That is why Mel was like, no, we could not get along when we were together. Ain't no way we're gonna be able to do it now after all the dust has settled. Yeah. With the foolishness and all the fights.
Exactly. So I mean, I don't really fault her, but I just felt like what he did was it was really ghetto. It was just ratchet. You know what I'm saying?
It was ghetto, and he did that because he saw that Stormy was acting the way what she had done was ratchet, and that's why he went and did it. But it's still a no, Marcel.
It's like you can't use fire to fight fire. You can't use ghetto to fight ghetto. Like, someone gotta placate it.
The bottom line, you can't
use the whole thing. If you want to use the whole thing, you gotta pick off of $100. Okay? Like, you could have just said that.
And then the other thing, Tisha, you don't invite 25 vendors, and you don't know if you're gonna have space.
And then I was just adding people and adding. It didn't. And then
the other person, that person who's telling you she works for you, and she's telling you, I kept on adding people. That's when you say no. There should have been a limit.
Because then people will come to your event talking about, you ain't got space. Well, she was adding it. Well, there's like, you're the head honcho. Like, you have to have everything detailed down to a T. You have to make sure everybody in line. And whoever ain't in line, you fire them. And you make an example out of them. This is what happens when you work with me. You need to be on your P's. You see how Beyonce don't take no mess. You need to kind of be like that with your business so you're not embarrassed. So that's all I got to say about that. But it's married.
And
we invite y'all to like.
Subscribe.
And comment down below, you guys.
I will say Beyonce doesn't take a mess. She's still with Jay-Z.
I'm talking about in business.
I'm not talking about in business.
In business, she is a very no-nonsense person. I remember one time she was in the middle of a concert, somebody messed up her song, and she said right there in the middle, "Somebody get fired," and she did her little single ladies thing. Like, Beyonce is very no-nonsense, and she also is a perfectionist. Like, you can hear that from anybody who has ever worked with her. It's not a super fun workspace, but she pulls off great content. I would not say that much for her Renaissance tour, though. Not that album. That album was a hot mess.
Although it did sound nice in when she was doing it in London. The songs that she was doing, were they older songs? I don't know.
There were some old songs. She had some new songs.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, y'all.